could they make a judgment? How could they not come to that conclusion? They had sat in those seats and heard over 3 weeks of nonstop, relentless testimony from paid employees, and towards the end of the trial, randos, as I say.
What if I told you Johnny and Amber could be back in the courtroom for the 3rd time? And now the fact that Johnny may make Amber bleed $8 million. Let's find out, shall we? Amber Heard's first interview since her defamation trial against Johnny Depp turned out to be utter hell for her. She deflected some fairly hard-hitting questions, but bluffed things that have put her at risk of losing the deal. Now, you all might be wondering what the deal was about. For those of you who don't know, Johnny Depp hinted at waiving off $8 million if Amber gives up on going for an appeal. Now, it seems the thing is off the table. If you're wondering why, I'm sure you'll be pissed off at Amber hearing what she said in the interview. In the interview clip released, Amber Heard was asked about Johnny's statement in court, where he said he'd never hit her. Amber called it a lie, and according to a new report, this could potentially be used to drag Amber Heard into the court. What Johnny decides to do is still a mystery. When the host asked Amber if Johnny saying in court, saying that he never hit her was a lie, the actor said, yes, it is. A New York-based lawyer said in an interview that Amber could be back in a courtroom because of the comments in this interview. What has she said that could bring a whole new suit upon her? Stay tuned till the end of the video to get to know. During an interview with the Today Show, she doubled down on her claims that Johnny physically abused her during their year-long marriage and accused him of lying on the witness stand. These comments could backfire and also result in a 3rd trial. And according to a New York lawyer, this interview could count as a new publication under the law, which could spur a 3rd lawsuit. And by looking at Amber Heard's bank balance, I'm sure this is the last thing she needed. She would be foolish not to understand what Depp's lawyer said throughout. She said in an interview, "We obviously can't disclose any attorney-client communications, but as Mr. Depp testified and has both made it clear in our respective closings, this was never about money for Mr. Depp. This was about restoring his reputation, and he's done that." But looks like threatening to defame Johnny again and again. If this is the case, then Johnny Depp's lawyers will have no option but to issue an injunction, ordered tailored to statements that the court has ruled are defamatory. Just so you know, this will not snatch the right to speak or whatever that Amber so adores, but she will have to face the consequences of that. Then what good is the court's judgment, right? So if she continues these fake accusations and outright lies against Johnny, then it would not just be additional monetary compensation in the form of damages, but also jail time. Not only this, but when she was in an interview with Savannah Guthrie, she called the verdict in her libel trial against Johnny Depp unfair and claimed the jury sided with Johnny under the influence of social media. She also hinted how Johnny might have tipped the witnesses who spoke against her. When a text was brought up at trial in which Mr. Depp promised global humiliation for Ms. Heard, she said, "He promised it. I testified to this. I'm not a good victim. I get it. I'm not a likable victim. I'm not a perfect victim. But when I testified, I asked the jury to see me as a human and hear his own words, which is a promise to do this. It feels as though he has." Like typical Amber Heard, she did not stop there and went on to demean Johnny by referring to his lawyer saying, "Says the lawyer for the man who convinced the world he had scissors for fingers." However, the lawyer added that Johnny should not pursue a 3rd trial against Amber, saying Heard's lawyers have already stated that she cannot pay the original judgment. And by Amber's lawyers, you need to understand that only Elaine is still siding with her. The others were quick to get away as far from Amber since this had already greatly affected their professional career. Speaking of $8 million, fans are suggesting Johnny Depp to for injunction order and collect the damages rather than pardoning her. They asked him to donate that amount to the ACLU and the Children's Hospital LA. Since it was clear to us from how Amber Heard in her post-trial interview with NBC appeared to and said she did not regret her testimony in the defamation trial, fans critic bet Heard saying this is her no apology to her trying to defame Johnny Depp. In her interview, Amber also spoke about the hate and vitriol she received online during her trial against Johnny Depp. "You cannot tell me that you think that this has been fair. And likewise, you cannot tell her that she should quit acting now that the verdict has been given and she was exposed publicly." That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, then consider leaving a like and subscribe to the channel for more updates.